So right now, I'm in Imperial Beach, California. Let me see how I got here. So I went to go get gas and I went really far. And I was thinking to myself, Jared and I don't really have anywhere to go. Why don't we go explore? Somehow I hopped on the freeway and ended up here. So sometimes I would say that I don't necessarily have much to say. And when that happens, what I do is I like to go explore somewhere, and I'm gonna see things and it's gonna trigger thoughts and kind of get me out of my little blank, what do you call that? Creative block. And a lot of times what I'll do is I love filming, so I'll look around and I'll film things and just shoot B-roll. And at the very end of it, if I don't have anything, then I could just accumulate the B-roll and then share it at a later time, or maybe do a voice narration, something like that. But yeah, that's the plan for now. I want to vlog, I want to explore, I want Jared to get some fresh air. So that's what we're gonna do. You can see Coronado Bridge out in the distance. I want to see if I could film it and kind of show you. Oh, in order to stabilize that, I couldn't breathe. And I don't even know, I'm sure it's still shaky. So behind me is the Pacific Ocean. And at this particular part, especially after the rains, it's got to be dirty, and it's probably pretty gross in there. But they're surfers. They're always down to surf. So back in the days, this used to be like a major surf area. But I was going to show you that, but it actually didn't look all that cool when I looked at it again. This used to be a pretty major surf area, and then I think with all the sewage and everything over the years, I think it's kind of surf at your own risk, you know. There's still a few people that do it, but I would say it's not advised. So this little area right here, for some reason, it's giving me Breaking Bad Beach Edition. So you probably think I'm full of crap, but I really don't get out that much. I don't really come down here all that often. And to be quite honest, it's a little sketchy. I don't know what that is, some kind of island thing? I gotta ask someone, I don't know what that is, but let's see. So I was gonna go all the way down the pier, but with Jared, like his wheelchair hits the little cracks in the floor, and he's going absolutely bananas. Bananas in a good way, but it's just out of control. He likes the little bumps. I'll probably take him down a little bit, but all the way would just be a little too insane. This is the boardwalk. I think being in a wheelchair, then feeling the bumps is kind of like probably like a butt massage, you know? So you can hear him cracking up. Okay, maybe we'll see if we can make it all the way down to the end. We'll see if he ends up liking it, or at least pretty close to it. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I would love to take you, but the end of the pier is really so far. It's pushing a wheelchair, slightly inclined, all the way down to the end. It's just not as much fun as you would think. So I think I'm gonna pass on that. Did you think that was me when I got old? You probably did. It wasn't. So I guess if I could leave a vlogging tip of the day, let's see if I could frame this better. No, that looks like there. Looks like a postcard. If I could leave a vlogging tip for the day, it would really be when you find yourself in like a creative block, maybe just hop in the car or throw on some shoes and go walk around and see what there is. It's kind of amazing, especially like when you actually go somewhere, park, get out of the car. There's so many things that you overlooked in the past. You know, like you just drove by that place a million times. And when you actually stop and look, there's some cool stuff. Like I said, if you find yourself in a creative block, at least visually with your videos or just, I guess with anything, maybe take a moment and step outside and look around. Get inspired by something you wouldn't normally be inspired by. I think so many people are, you know, just inspired by their Pinterest boards and kind of seeing the same stuff on Instagram or even YouTube. And there's a lot more out there when you look around, you know? So I was listening to a podcast before, and there was a guy and he was talking about how when he went to a trade show, it was for t-shirts and stuff. And like 10 of the companies all had pretty much the same graphic because they're all looking at the same Pinterest boards, the same reference material, and it all starts to look the same. And I guess the point of that is just, I don't think anyone wants to just watch carbon copy material, you know? It's like there's so much out there to explore and look at. I'm not saying like be so original and whatnot. As far as references, there's so many things to see, whether it be like little signs, books, you know, but we all look at the same stuff and it gets so damn old. So when I came out here, I didn't know that I was gonna necessarily come on here, so I didn't bring a variable ND. I forgot my bag at home of, you know, lens stuff and whatnot, but this is a nice place. It's actually really easy to get here. There's a lot of parking and it's not hard to get up on the pier. I should actually come out here more often. This is community. Yeah, so I think that's a wrap for Imperial Beach. It was nice though. I think I kind of needed that just to look at the waves for a bit. I think every time I see the ocean, I always say the same thing, like, oh, you could sit there and just look at that forever. And it's the truth though, you know? You could just sit there watching the waves, you forget and time just passes by. But this is Imperial Beach, California. This is that fountain behind me that I said I didn't want to show you because I don't know, the top part looks kind of crappy. Do you see it? Like, it's got like fungus among us. I love filming buses. We'll catch you next time. So honestly, I think there's a large percentage of us out here in San Diego that don't even go to the beach. It's kind of crazy. You take for granted what you have, but yeah, I mean, I think I went like a good 7 years never even going to the beach, probably longer. And then I didn't really start going to the beach again until I had kids. I don't know, maybe it's that little like picnic area